The rooster crows and the vegetation grows, but this isn't the country. This community garden is in the city.
We are the only community garden in the city of Irving at this time.
Located at Bear Creek Community Church, the garden is less than 1 year old, but has already made a lasting impact in Irving.
It's brought us closer to our neighbors.
Becoming not only a place for beauty and awe, but also education, nourishment, relaxation, and service.
This has been a community effort. We've gotten volunteers from everywhere.
Senior pastor and Irving City Council member Dennis Webb is pleased with the garden's progress.
We never envisioned at this point, 8 months later, that we would have this much on the ground and in the ground. So it's a good feeling to pull up and see the accomplishments that from the vision of one person has come to fruition in so short a time.
And he welcomes more residents to take part in the effort.
We also want more volunteers and more people from the community to actually come and be a part of this garden.
And on this day, help is on the way. Barbara Bush Middle and Ranch U High School teachers arrived all smiles, ready to replant, repaint, and retain Irving's first community garden.
You'll see we've got a garden we're very proud of.
Teachers typically spend weekday afternoons educating within the confines of a classroom. But for their day of service, these educators traded in their red pens for paint and other outdoor projects.
We just want to help out these nice folks over here who really are out here to provide a beautiful garden for their neighborhood and just to help spruce it up and make the whole area just look a little nicer, a little better to be at and enjoy.
I'm weeding the butterfly and bee garden. It's a great way to spend the afternoon.
Helping in the garden hits home for some because they see the effects of the lack of nutrition in their classrooms.
We do have kids that, this would benefit them because their parents don't have much.
And this is one of the many things Gerald Taylor, garden director, strives to solve.
When we're in harvest mode, one of the things that we have found that is really successful and good for us is as our families come to our clothes closet or our food pantry, we ask them, do they want any fresh garden vegetables? And we will allow them to come out here and pick on their own.
Initially, when the church began this project, they were only able to help out a limited amount of people. But now, after a full year, they're able to service at least 30 families. Talk about a turnout for turnips and tomatoes.
So our garden turned out being more than just a traditional garden. It opened up a learning opportunity for our children and adults.
We made about 15 of those.
So while the work was tough,
I've been doing the nail guns and I've been pulling it, so my finger's a little tired doing the nail gun.
educators enjoyed the day's events and look forward to sharing their experience with students.
So this is kind of model for them how we want them to live their lives, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom and when they become adults.
Lauren Gray for City Source.
We have a sad follow-up to that story. Within days of that event, Gerald Taylor lost his battle with liver cancer.
What I'm going to remember about Gerald Taylor probably is his passion for gardening and his love for people. And his commitment even in the face of a death sentence over his head, whereby he was told he only had about 8 months to live. Majority of the work that he did for the community garden and for the program of community gardening, he did it in that 6 to 7 month window that he knew he was dying.
And in the short period of time to make all of the volumes of success they've made at that community garden is phenomenal. To have 35 raised beds that are adopted, to have a children's bed, to have fruit trees growing out there, and to have all of that done within an 8 or 9 month period of time is really truly a phenomenal and a tribute to him and his energy and his dedication.
Here's another melon, but this is a different kind, see?
It was just contagious. You're around him and he's in the garden for 3, 4, 5 hours a day, and you kind of start doing the same thing. So our commitment is that we're not going to let Gerald down. We're going to honor Gerald's memory by ensuring that the garden not only continues, but that it continues to grow with the vision that he had for it.
The biggest reward is to have our children. One of our church members' children said to him the other day, "Jesus is in the garden." That was a big reward. Another one was one of our little young people said that when she grows up, she wants to be a Christian and she wants to grow food and give it to people. That's the satisfaction. That's what this is really truly all about.